thing sure does run good. They must have taken it to Settlemeyer's small engine. Alright, so here it is. Craftsman Precision Plus Pushmower. It's not self-propelled or anything. It's just the big wheels in the back push. It's got a Briggs and Stratton motor on it. Not sure of the size. The tags wore off of it. But it has an old style carburetor on it. Metal bowl instead of plastic. So I'm going to tear it down and clean it out because we've got a no crank. So just like all the other push mowers, start with taking the air filter cover off, just a flathead or a 10mm. Slides off. Kind of an old filter, but it should still work. And then inside here, well, somebody's been in here before. These 4 screws. This one is already loose. Take those out. And this one only has 3. 8mm all the way around. That'll let you get the cover off. So you can see the carb, see the meat of it, see what's happening. And then undo my fuel line. And on the back of the carburetor there, on each side, I don't know if you can see it very well, there's 2 bolts. You mount the carb to the block. Should be 10mm. There's the first one. Some of them would be a little tricky to get to. You may have to have like a wiggle tail, wobble socket, whatever you want to call it. Luckily these, I can just get back there with an extension. There's the other one. The carb is pretty much free. Just need to take notice of the linkage here. Got a throttle spring. Just going to undo that. And this one has a choke. It runs off a fan around the flywheel. As the flywheel spins, it blows air onto it. And it's held on with a, it looks like a, maybe an 8mm, could be smaller. Definitely smaller. I'll try 6. Too small. Try 7. Maybe. It's a little wobbly. I may have to go standard. Yep. Now, that big a difference. 6 should have fit. No, alright. I'll try quarter. I bet it's a quarter. Money. Oop, sorry, didn't realize my arm was in the way. Set that free. You're still going to have your linkage for your throttle with the rod, not the spring part anymore. But undo your fuel line, stick a stick or fuel shut off or 1/4 inch extension in the hole to stop the gas, and you'll be able to twist the carb off of the throttle like so. And there's your linkage. Just pull down, twist it over, and it slides off. That linkage there is kind of S-shaped. Here's our meat and potatoes. That's what we needed right here. So I'm going to pull that bottom bolt out there, let me drop the bowl. We'll be able to see the jets and passages and everything, clean them out. And more than likely this is going to have some gas in it. So just drain it into a bucket and dispose of it however you need to where you're located. So after you get the carburetors off, take a 1/2 inch break-free bolt that's under there holding the bowl on, twist it out. And this bolt holds the bowl on, but it also acts as a jet. There's a main hole in the top, right there in the center of the threads. And then there's 2 holes at the bottom of the threads. I don't know if you can see them. They lead gas into those bottom holes and then up through the center of the carburetor. So you need to make sure you spray this out and run wire through it as well, so it's not stopped up. But don't lose this little gasket O-ring. It's really hard to try to make your own. I haven't had any luck with gasket material or anything. It always leaks. So don't rip it. If you do, definitely get a new one of those. It'll always leak. You pull the bowl off. Watch that gasket there around the bowl. Make sure it's not flattened or ripped or anything. They're super hard. If it is, look at replacing that too. And there's really not that much stuff in here. There's some trash floating around. I don't see a whole lot of ethanol buildup. So, just like any normal carb breakdown, pull the pin for the float. And then lift up on your float. The needle will come with it. Inspect those. Needle's not broke or anything. And I don't hear any fluid inside the float, so I know it doesn't have a hole in it. Set those to the side. And here's the main part of your carburetor, the jets and passages and everything. Just need to spray through your fuel inlet so it'll come out of your float seat here. And then check in there. If you have a completely metal float needle, then there's a rubber seat, silicone seat up in here. If the tip of your float needle is rubber silicone, then you'll just have a metal seat in here, but just need to make sure they're not ripped or anything. And then these jets in here don't come out, so I'm just going to spray through those. Pretty simple carb. Under this shiny plug, there's another passageway. I have taken those out, but they're really hard to get back in there. I've also run them without putting them back in there. Sometimes it'll affect it, sometimes it won't. So I try to leave those alone, maybe spray a little bit in underneath it. But if you clean it and it doesn't run afterwards, look at pulling that off and cleaning there. But usually don't have any trouble with that. And then on the engine side, little passages here, spray through those, run wire through them, and you should be good. Alright, that's it. Put the carb back together, and I just need to reassemble it onto the motor. A little spin move there. Bada boom, bada bing. Hey guys, thanks for watching another episode of Fix It Friday. Hopefully this video helped you out a little bit and you learned something. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, that way I can keep making quality videos. Now I gotta get back to work.